Okay. All right. So last week I showed you all the pieces of the Lilly Endowment Grant. That is $2.5 million. The narrative is 12 pages long. You have the attachments that are needed. I explained to you all that you're going to need letters of support. Your goal is to get 20 letters of support, and all of the other pieces of the Lilly grant. The due date is May 16th. And so if you're interested in going after the $2.5 million to explore Christian practices, that's what that is for. That is very unique. Do not compare that grant to anything. There's nothing else like it. I've never seen anything else like it. It is very unique. But private foundations really can give money to whatever they want. This is a Christian organization. They want to expand Christian practices, and they have set aside 150 to 160 million dollars to do that. All right, they're going to be giving out 60 of these. Um, my goal is to get this grant for as many of my students and clients as possible. So whether we are writing it for you or whether we are coaching you on how to write it, it's a wonderful opportunity if you are a person of faith and you believe in exploring Christian practices. This specific grant um, is designed to do that exactly. All right. All right. Can you all see my screen?
Dr. Act, while you were waiting on the passport, I was thinking about, Chuck Koji just got a $500,000 grant from Lilly Foundation for disaster relief. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I didn't see that, but one of the best things about Lilly Foundation last year, Kojic got I think $1.3 million for financial literacy.
Hmm.
This year they got $500,000 for disaster recovery. Whenever you are whenever you are applying, let's say you apply today and do not get chosen, you should apply again and keep applying, because once you're in, you're in. And I remember one organization, they gave us, matter of fact, it was Kresge Foundation. They gave us $200,000 for a program. And we built the community garden, built the pavilion for the garden and everything. And then the next year, when they said the grant was over, they extended it again and gave everybody another 200,000 without even applying.
And what organization was that?
Kresge Foundation.
Rescue. Oh, okay.
And our program was one of theirs. And they invited me to speak for South by Southwest, one of the largest conferences in the world, to explain our community work, how to use food to revitalize a community. What I'm saying is that sometimes people stop too soon. They just quit or they get discouraged. And when that happens, you shortchange yourself. If you can just keep going, you get in with these people, you meet them, understand what they want, they understand what you do and what you need, and then you build from there. All right, so this is the GrantSuite dashboard. It shows how many organizations you have registered, how many opportunities were saved, how many proposals are still in progress, um, how many conversations you're having, and then you have these quick actions: create an organizational profile, run a grant search, chat with the agent, or start a proposal. These are the most popular things. And so let's start with the quick action: create an organizational profile. Okay. Right now, you see organizations Black Wall Street, but let's create a brand new organization. I'm gonna call this one Sesame Street. If you have Grant Suite, you can open up your portal now and work along with me. All right. Sesame Street. You can upload the logo. It asks for the mission. All right. What type of organization is this? Is it a faith-based? Is it a community organization? Is it a government entity? An educational institution? Other? Let's say community entity. All right. Mission statement. Your mission statement is supposed to be 15 words or less, but don't struggle with it. Just write what you have. Our mission is to train, support, and connect people from real life to the world of make believe. Actually, I'm not going to say that. I need to do a real search. Marginalized communities to sustainable employment pathways. All right. Focus area, workforce development. So you can type in anything and you can separate them by commas. All right. So you can do workforce development, job training, low income. All right. Target population, keywords. This is just going to help search. So you can put keywords or you can skip it. It doesn't matter. Job training, mentorship, criminal diversion, food, security. All right. Whatever information you give it is what it's going to use to do its work. And so you do not want to skip the organizational profile. It's going to help you. As for city and state, and in country, USA. All right. When it's asking for city and state, the reason it's doing this is because part of the brain behind GrantSuite is to research the city and the county's strategic plan. It also is going to identify place-based grants. Some grants that are only eligible for certain spaces, certain places, certain cities, certain counties. So you want to make sure you have your actual city and state there. All right. And right here, I put Buncombe County, whatever your county is. All right. Your EIN, all right. Your budget. Different grants are set up for different budgets. And so just put a budget range. And if you have a website, you put it there. Let's do a grant search. All right. Well, here, it's already searched for Sesame Street, and you just click search grants. All right. So it's taking the information and it's searching. All right. Whatever question it asks you, just give it to it. For purposes, we just need money for our program. All right. We provide job training, supported services, and placement to people from marginalized communities. And when you give it what it needs, then it locates these grants for you. So I have the Buncombe County Grant Program of the $50,000 and the link. And it says why this is a match. The Z Smith Reynolds, 20 to 30,000. Here's the link. This is a rolling application, so it's available all the time. Um, the Bank of America Charitable Foundation. All right. Save this to grants opportunity. Now, if you want to go to one of these grants, you're going to need the questions. Once you get the questions, then it can write the answers for you. In order to get the questions, you'll have to go into the Buncombe County Grants Program and you'll have to register. Once you register for the Buncombe County Grants Program, then you can see the questions. All right. Every grant site has its own registration. So do not lose heart. Like Z Smith Reynolds, for example. Let's take a look. All right. Here's their grant site. All right, it looks like they broke up the calendar by application dates. And so it lets you know what's available and when. All right, so let's look at their process. All Grant Suite needs is the questions. Once you get the questions for it, it will answer for you. All right, here is a grant. Oh, apparently I was awarded from them before. So this is a grant that I applied and was awarded sometime in the past. How much was this? $33,000. So this is what these portals look like. Well, let's go back and see if there's something that we can apply for right now. All right. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Do y'all see
Sure.
right here where it says questions list? Y'all see this? You see my cursor?
Yes.
You click that, and that gives you all the questions. And then you download this because GrantSuite is going to need it. All right. So let's see which organization. Sesame Street. Click Tori, the grant writer. Please write this grant and answer these questions for me. And you attach the question list. So once GrantSuite gives you the answers, you copy and paste them in here. And then you click apply. All right. That's
Yes, I did share my screen. Did you see it?
no,
Eh?
no. I'm not asking you to share your screen.
Oh,
I'm going to use you as an example for
okay.
GrantSuite. All right.
Okay, helping senior staff.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Let's go back here. I'm going to create an organization.
Mhm.
All right. Tell me the name of it.
Helping senior staff.
Helping Seniors
Seniors. Yeah,
Thrive.
yeah. Yes.
All right. Next. What is your mission? All right. What city and state is it in?
Houston, Texas.
Okay. Give me the mission statement again. I'm gonna type while you're talking.
Okay, helping senior staff help older adults overcome barriers to healthcare benefits and social connections so they can live independently and thrive in their communities.
So they can live and thrive in their.
Independently,
Okay.
so they can live independently and thrive in their communities.
All right. So you type in the mission statement you have, you click AM optimize, and you see what it did. It improved everything. Okay. Houston, Texas, USA. What's your EIN? All right. I'm gonna
I
make up.
have the area is here. Give me 1 second. It's I think 33180919 3.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So helping seniors thrive is there. Now you go back to the dashboard, chat with agent, helping seniors thrive. You see right there. Tori is already clicked. Um, for the sake of time, I'm gonna tell it to write a shorter one. This grant is called the Looking Out Foundation. This grant is actually for youth, um, but I'm going to tell GrantSuite to write it for you. And this is a real grant. It's available now. They make their decision in May, and you get the check sometime later that year. So everybody really should apply for it. Please write this grant for me according to the instructions. This is their form. Remember, if you don't see a link that says like a question list, what do? You download the whole thing. Just somehow get these questions out of here and into here. All right. And do you see it goes to work? Okay. Now, your program is for seniors, but this
Mm-hmm.
grant is for youth. Right now, it looks like it's not a match. Make sense? It's not a
Yes, sir.
match. Make my program fit this grant proposal. Change whatever you need to change so I win. All right. And then you just have the conversation with it. It's going to give you recommendations and just keep going back and forth. And now you have it. Do y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you have written the grant, but writing the grant and reviewing the grant are two different things.
So at this point, the grant is written.
Yes. Now you have to put in like your Instagram link, your Facebook link, and blah blah blah. The Looking Out Foundation, it's just a 2-page grant. Well, actually, it's not even 2 pages anymore. Do y'all see? See, this is the whole thing. You put in your name, EIN, website, web link, email address. Describe your project. What is your annual budget? Who do you serve? How does your board reflect? And that's what it answers for you. So it looks like it's long, but it only really has 3 questions. And GrantSuite answer those questions for you. Before you submit, what I would always do is go to Nate and I'll ask Nate to review the grant. Okay, right here.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Y'all
Send
see
to
that?
Nate for
Send to
review.
Nate for review. So now we're here at Nate. Want Nate to review it, reviews it, revise this to make at least a 9 out of 10. Do y'all see this?
Yes.
All you have to do is just keep telling it you accept the recommendations, prepare the final draft. So let's look and see what it came up with. Helping Seniors Thrive, Health and Connect grant proposal. Helping Seniors Thrive is committed to breaking down barriers to healthcare access and enhancing social connections for seniors in Houston, Texas. Our Health and Connect initiative is designed to address 2 critical challenges facing our elderly population: healthcare accessibility and social isolation. This proposal outlines how our program aligns with Looking Out Foundation priorities, demonstrate measurable impact, and strengthening community health. Looking Out Foundation prioritizes public health. It talks about healthcare access, social connection, organizational capacity, how we measure outcomes, our conclusion, done. You take these answers and you put them into here. I'm going to say describe your project, there. Annual budget, there. Who you serve, there. You go here and you copy this answer and you put it in these boxes.
Okay, got it.
All right. Easy enough?
Easy when you're doing it. Yes. Look.
And you just have to get the questions. You download the questions, it'll answer all the questions for you.